one, my old friend, the late John Lewis, Miss Abrams, Stacey Abrams in Georgia, and all those people who in the runoff election in both parties did what they were supposed to do. They block walked, they knocked on doors to take part in the democratic process, and then once the final count's in, they accept it. These are the heroes of this day. These people who shamed themselves and shamed our country by storming our Capitol and going inside and taking part in violence inside the Capitol are the ones that should be shamed today. And that really should be the news of the day. Unfortunately, we're going to be distracted for some time by this nastiness that happens at the Capitol.
Do you think Trump really believes that the election was rigged, or does he have a different agenda?
I do not. I will say, how could I know what's in Donald Trump's heart? I don't. But in the straight answer to your question, I think he knows exactly what he's doing. I think he knows he lost. He's the quintessential poor loser. I think he all along took the attitude, if I don't win the vote, then I'm going to try to make sure that nobody accepts the honest vote. I think he's known what he's doing all along. I think he knows what he's doing now. And I think he's feeling very good about himself, because today he got the whole headlines, the whole attention all came to him and his movement away from the fact that Biden had won the election and the two new Democratic senators had been elected in Georgia, apparently, and the Democrats have controlled the Senate. So I think he's feeling pretty good about himself this moment.
What's next for President-elect Biden? He has to unite the country. How does he do that? How do we move forward as a country? What's at stake here?
Well, what's at stake is the very future of the United States of America. You know, we have had the world's most successful democratic government, the most successful democratic government in the history of the world. That ours is a constitutional republic based on the principles of freedom and democracy. The question has always been, can we hold ourselves together? And that is the major challenge of the Biden administration. And it's no small challenge, because well over 75, 76 million Americans voted for Donald Trump. And trying to reestablish some normal amount of unity in a country in the situation we're in now is a tremendous challenge for President Biden. I do think he has to make a decision pretty early whether he is to be a transitional president or a transformational president. That is, he's just going to be sort of a president who reestablished some norms, but just was waiting for the next president to be really transformed, or is he going to try to be a transformational president? A lot of that depends on what happens with those within the Republican Party. How many of those in the Republican Party hold on to the Trump fantasy and try to keep Trumpism in control, or do they take their party in a different direction? But the challenge with that Biden right away is to decide and to act upon whether he's transitional or whether he's just a transformational president.
Dan, I thank you for all the years of your work in journalism, and I also want to thank you for your tweets, because they are calming in a lot of this craziness that's surrounding us. So I thank you again for being on our program tonight.
I really appreciate that, Jimmy. I would like to leave it on an up note, and I think we should. You know, we all used to sing God Bless America. God bless America, stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above and from within. We might not sing it tonight, but we might want to hum it and just play the words over in our head, because if we hold steady, we're going to be okay.
My thanks to Dan Rather. You can see Season 8 of the show, The Big Interview, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on Access TV. How about that? We'll be right back with Don Cheadle.